All right then, regrets. Account buyer immediately regrets his decision. Guitar Rock, a gaming. Let's go.
More essay. What purchases?
So I downloaded Wuthering Waves about 10 days ago. I got Chameleon and was overall enjoying my return to the game. Oh, so this is somebody who's having a regret of paying on the game? Okay.
Have you regretted, if any? I had to re-download Wuthering Waves about 10 days ago. Wuthering Waves, my favorite.
Oh, actually, what purchases in-game have you regretted, if any, as well, actually? Like, outside of, like, whatever, is the games where you've, like, bought something in-game and then been like, why did I do that? Shouldn't have done that. I don't think I have, if I'm honest. I think I'm quite responsible when it comes to purchases in games. And I always look at it in the sense that I look at it a return on investment of time. If I've spent enough time on a game, I'll spend money and then be like, you know what? That worked out to like £1 for a couple of hours, every couple of hours. That's really good entertainment in regards to a price, you know? If I went to the cinemas, that would cost me a lot more and I might have got like 2 hours out of it. Yeah, I can't think of a game where I've like purchased something in-game and then I thought, nah, man, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Like, and I've spent, you know, I've bought some of the more expensive skin packs in Valorant. Don't think I've ever regretted that either. Because I'll only spend in games like that when I've got the cash to spend. If I'm like short or I've got bills to pay, I won't do it. So, and like I say, I always look at that like, well, I've played this game for so many hours, so it's worth it to me. There's been games I've regretted buying. But yeah, I don't think in any in-game purchases, if I'm honest. No, I only get BP and Lunite. I regret spending so many pulls on trying to get Verena. True, actually, because you fucking rerun your account and then didn't even use that. Only impulse spending is what I regret. Yeah, I can't really think. Like, I have impulse spent in games. I suppose the other day, it wasn't regret, it was frustration. That, like, I was, like, getting so close to hard pity on the weapon for Camellia. I was, like, stuffy. I bought one of those, you know, those packs, the $9.99 packs where you get, like, what is it, like 400 asteroids and then you get, like, 5 weapon pulls or 4 weapon pulls or whatever it is. Bought that, didn't get the weapon. I didn't regret it, but I was pissed, if that counts.
Game, guys, my favorite, Wuthering Waves. I got Camellia and was overall enjoying my return to the game. Okay? So I'm thinking I haven't played this game much. I would like to get Shorekeeper and Jinxie as well. So I go and find an account with Shorekeeper, Jinxie, and Camellia. UL level 8.
Oh, so dude was actually going to buy an account. So I'll go and find an account, just lying around. Oh, look at that. That's nice.
And boom, I can begin the game with those characters. I got the account 8 hours ago for $60.
All right.
$60, and he got...
Not bad. What we're looking at here are these, you know, any copies, S0. An account with both of those characters on for $60. I guess you could see that as a not a bad deal, really. I wouldn't do it personally.
Got an account with Shorekeeper, Jinxie, and Camellia. I guess not bad, eh? Not bad. $60. Okay.
Yeah, you got good characters,
if it's just that 3, no Yinlin, no...
True. If there's no Yinlin, but you got 2 of the best DPSs in the game and an insane buffer. They're really good characters to have on your account. But I think just like, you know, you're not really playing the game much anyway. It's kind of wild to think you'd want to spend on the game to buy an account that you're probably not, you know, going to be playing for very long, I guess. He did say here that he spent hundreds of dollars on top-ups on Genshin and blows hundreds of dollars on Tower of Fantasy, so I guess it's not really a big deal, but...
GN and the stuff. They will be expensive. You regret purchases? A really good deal, all things considered. I guess Jinxie, Shorekeeper, and Camellia is not bad. You get one team right there, right?
Do you run Bellborn on one of your supports, Neo, when you're running Caltero?
Now, this is coming from someone who, when I used to play Tower of Fantasy, could blow hundreds of dollars.
I agree, Charlie. Yeah.
Even after quitting Tower of Fantasy, I can still look back in
I
satisfaction.
suppose the argument here would be that you've missed the Shorekeeper banner, even though Jinxie's going to be rerunning again soon, isn't she? So, yeah, really, all he's gaining on this account is Shorekeeper when you think about it, isn't he? But then there's the argument maybe if he'd have gone on the game right now, he's got no pulls. He might have had to spend more just to get Camellia. So
I have problem dropping $100 top ups on Genshin before the shop resets. I'm curious as to why I feel a sense of regret, not after purchasing, but shortly after playing the account. There's a lot of potential reasons, but I would just like to brainstorm. So now,
because you're a fucking idiot. That's a good one.
now he regret. Alright, he regret buying the account, but not after he bought the account. After he started playing the account, now he's starting.
I think that's what it is. I think the dude's just not that into Wuthering Waves. That should have been a thing that made him not want to buy initially. Because he said, you know, he's come back to Camellia. He's enjoying his return to the game. But how much has he played of the game, I guess? At the same time, sometimes like running through a game again is not for everybody. It's not really for me. I'm not really a person who likes to rerun games. So I guess if you was a decent amount of the content in, going back through it probably isn't going to be as much fun. Probably realising, you know what, I could have just carried on playing the game myself and waited on reruns potentially. Yeah, dumb move really, dumb move.
Regret it, right? He's starting to the regretfulness is starting to creep in, and he's starting to feel it in his brain. So we're trying to theory craft why is that? Why does he not feel the regret after he spent money? Why he only feel the regret after he start playing? Is it that's not the character that he enjoy playing?
It's like sleeping with an ugly bird when you could have had the chance to do something else with a nicer girl, shall we say. You don't regret it while you're doing it. As soon as you blow your load, post-nut clarity, you know, maybe something similar, I guess. He had a post-play clarity. I don't know.
I would love to think this is fleeting and I'm having some kind of weird overreaction. I'm not sure if this violates.
Well, if it's like post-nut clarity, it's definitely fleeting. You'll regret it at that instance. Give it a day, you'll be ready to do it again.
The rule, but this post is in no way advocates. I'd like to discuss my experience. So have any of you guys felt this way? Post-nut clarity? It's not post-nut clarity.
What the fuck?
Because he didn't immediately feel it. He feel it only after he start playing. Maybe he tries Shorekeeper and he's like, okay, this is not really my style of character.
Maybe it's about the journey. That's nice. It's deep. What's going on, Jonax?
Maybe that's why. Maybe he should try Encore instead. Regret after spending?
Deep. Hey, yo, stop getting in my brain, man. His chat's getting in your brain. You're getting in my brain. Get the fuck out.
You're regretting it because you bought an account. You didn't work on it, so it feels foreign. The journey is what gives game like this meaning.
What is going on here? There's this weird conjoining of Jornax saying what he's saying, Charlie saying what I'm saying, his chat saying what I'm saying. Like, I'm getting freaked out.
And you skip.
I think we should, guys, this is it. This is the moment. If you want the 3 Camellias in a 10 pool, I feel it, man. The universe has just come together. If you want to get Arif's look, now is the time. It's 10-4 as well. And I'm just saying.
That journey. What do you guys... I like this statement. The journey. It's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. Do you guys think that's the case? If somebody
I think there probably is a little bit to that. Yeah, I definitely think there is a little bit to that. I don't know. I guess like you got to take into account as well. It's not just about the journey, so it feels foreign. It's like obviously he's bought an account with the characters on. What's the standing of the account? You know, it's a UL level 8, so it's obviously not got much on it in regards to what's in it. So where was his other account at? You know, these are the questions. Did he have an account that was like at least fleshed out in regards to some characters leveled up or at least decently leveled up? You know, did he have some good echoes, all that sort of stuff? You know what I mean? Now he's moved on to an account that's got characters he wanted, but where's he at with the echoes? Where's he at with his sets, mats, you know, all that sort of stuff? Those sort of things can make a game, you're like, oh, I've got to go through all this again. Shit, I ain't got this. I ain't got that thing that I had on the other account. I've got to build all this back up. I've got to roll. I've got to go farm echoes. I'd imagine it's like a multitude of things, yeah.
Account, they have every character in the game.
Bro, busted without edging.
You didn't earn those characters. So you're not really playing the game at that point, right? You're just getting something. Account buyer deserve? Yo, why are you hating on account buyer? Genshin-based game isn't for him if he ever played one. You think that's the reason why? Buyer's remorse. I learned this the hard way after someone gave me an endgame account in Genshin.
But it's not an endgame account though, is it? Because didn't he say it was UL level 8? So like it's early account, isn't it? You know what I mean? So like he hasn't even got access to like a lot of the like events where you need to be like what, like UL 14 and stuff like that. So it's early on. So like I don't think it's the fact that it's an endgame account. He did say that, didn't he? He say UL. Let me just go back. I want to see. Yeah, UL level 8. So it's not an endgame account. Not saying that person's saying that, but you know what I mean.
Me an endgame account in Genshin. I dropped that account and went back to my weak ass one 3 weeks later. Genshin account. Wow. It has meaning because you work for it. I regret spending on Welkin Moon. Sometimes the feeling you work hard is good. I think so too, right? I think when you like...
Bro got swindled.
For me, it's not about the work. It's about the... It's about the
Bro basically bought pussy while he got it at home and then was like, shit.
the building experience, right? It's a slow... I think it's about the early on experience rather than the end game experience. The end game experience is like usually... It's just very like... Why not just reroll? I mean, because he doesn't want to, I guess. Also, you can't reroll for these characters anymore, right? He wants Shorekeeper.
The thing is, though, I get what he's saying. Like, he's got no patience because Jinxie's coming back soon. Camillia's on right now. You know, obviously, it probably might, if depending on where you're at with your asteroids, it might cost you more than $60 to get it. You know, depending where you're at. So, you know, probably won't with Wua, but you know, there's a chance because, like, what is it to get your? If you lost your 50-50, 160 pulls, that's more than fucking $60, isn't it? If you accounts Nike. But you could probably do a bunch of stuff within the space of time to at least get yourself Camillia. Jinxie's going to be coming back soon, right? When's Jinxie's rerun? Soon, right? And you know, Shorekeeper's probably, you know, the way the game's going now, you're going to be maybe a few months and Shorekeeper will be back as well, I would imagine. So, yeah, definitely a patience thing there.
You can't get Shorekeeper, Emil. You can't get Shorekeeper and Jinxie. You can reroll for Camellia, but these two are limited, right? You cannot get them anymore. So... yeah, I can see why he would want to buy an account if he wants those things. The one time that I bought one of the starter bundles in Arknights because I had no more roles left and I really wanted Eunuch Tess. Did I get her? Did get her, but I very rarely use her. A game is a...
That's Neo's experience. It was in a reroll. I need to get Verena. Fuck it, I'm going to start my account again. I've got Verena. I don't want to use this bitch.
About the journey. A live service game is enjoyable when you have ambitions to reach something. Pursuing objectives in a live service game is what can make you hook on the game and feel immersion.
True.
Buying an account that has your ambitions done is meaningless and you will end up quitting the game. Wow. Probably Love and Dead Space, their customer support was absolutely useless in helping me change my game account off a dead email. Google nuke Gmail access for spam just out of the blue. I didn't want to continue on an account. I have no recourse in recovering if lost. Mine, I had spent a lot during the first few months in Love and Deep Space. So it wasn't an insignificant amount. I would feel...
To be fair, you... That's the problem.
...comfortable starting a new account over. The EN customer service was a nightmare to deal with and wasted 3 weeks of my time where I had to maintain contact with them every 72 hours or they would close my support ticket.
Dude was in deep. Oh my god. How'd you get your Gmail nuked for spam as well? Like, what was he spamming somebody?
The overall experience I had with them just left me a bad taste. It's probably a good thing though. Later updates showed they took the game more into the virtual boyfriend direction when I was a story or combat player.
A combat player in Love and Deep Space? Is that game really... I know it's got combat, but like, really? Who's playing Love and Deep Space for combat? What?
For your situation, buying an account just doesn't feel the same as an account that you have progressed on and made yours. Maybe you jump into buying a starter account too fast, but you don't even know if you'll stick with it or not.
I think what he said there in the latter part's right. Is this person's obviously not that into we were to that point, because I said they'd just come back to the game. So it's evident they're not like a player like that. And that's the way I always treat games. You know, if it's a game where I'm not going to be around regularly, I'll just treat it as a free-to-play game. Who cares if I don't get a character? You know, like I really wanted to get Yanagi in ZZZ, but I haven't spent in ZZZ. I wasn't going to do it for her because I ain't played the game again for a while. You know, so I ain't going to spend just to get a character that I'm probably not going to be regularly playing the game. Even though I want to get back on ZZZ, I just know that the way things are with the games I'm playing at the minute and the way I'm playing games is that it's just not going to happen.
Love and Deep Space enjoyer. Any Love and Deep Space enjoyer? I actually was gifted an account before, and it took me a while to get invested in it versus starting my own. Stories in Gacha is very slow, so you burn through the story pretty quick. Datum, Nightmare and Dude Space. $60 for an account? Nah, that's not a good deal. Buying accounts are not good deals ever. That said, I don't regret spending money. If I did, why would I do it to begin with? $60 for an account is not a good deal. Hard to say, right? The value does lie in the person, right?
I'll say it's up to the person, I think, really, isn't it? I've never, ever looked to buy an account, though. What sort of prices we're talking? I feel like that's just in the way of like the way Gacha works, that's not a bad price for 3 5-star premium characters that are really good characters. You know, you're talking what, $20 for each character, which if you've got no asteroids on your account, if you could get, you know, a guarantee you're getting 3 characters for that, it's not bad, I guess. I don't know, like I could imagine some accounts probably go quite like, you know, they go for quite a lot, right, if they've got a bunch of characters on. But then again, like, why would you want to do that? That's what I don't get. Like, why would you want to buy an account that's end game and they've got a load of characters on it? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I get it, you got the characters, but all the content's been clocked. Like, where's the enjoyment in that?
This guy is willing to spend hundreds of dollars, so it's probably not that big of a deal for him, right? You felt a regret because you bought an account for a game you barely play, and you'll most likely quit again in the future. That is probably it, right? I think like a lot of people probably make this mistake. Doesn't matter what game you play. Doesn't matter if it's Wuthering Waves, if it's Genshin Impact, if it's Honkai Star Rail, if it's what else? Nikke, if it's Blue Archive, if it's Ash Echoes. You gotta make sure you like the game, right? And the gameplay loop. Because all of these gacha games does require you to log in every single day and do the required stuff. If you just don't like it enough, it's probably not going to be a good thing for you. That being said though, you can probably buy an account later on, but yeah, early on you gotta make sure you really like the game, and enjoy doing it.
Then like, what? I don't get that. That's, I suppose, if you want the characters really bad. Like the main thing for me, I'd be like, I wouldn't buy an account, but like, let's say I got to a certain point in the game and I was missing particular characters, and they say, all right, let's buy an account. I'd want the account not to have the characters I want, to be where I'm at in the game. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be beyond where I'm at. I don't want it to be miles back, so I have to redo all the content again, or I've missed content that I was looking forward to. You know what I mean? Like, that would suck. And you've paid for that privilege as well? Nah, not for me. Not for me. No, thank you. That's probably why he's regretting it. So I played Go Go Muffin. What the fuck, Sticks?